said on that table, Tricky or whoever said no.
Yeah, I did.
If you make a freaking suggestion and they say no, it's not personal.
Yeah.
Okay. Dora is pissed. She is pissed.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Elijah, and this is Frankly Speaking with Glory with the tea, because I've got some tea to be spilling to you this morning. Yes, in this video I'm going to be telling you guys about the altercation. Okay, not really an altercation, but the venting, the ranting that came from Dora, channeled at Lucy, and also the annoyance that Prince experienced. What a way to put it. Yeah, but it's Prince's anger against the rest of the housemates, and even Lucy in particular, and V, you know, because of their attitude towards their wager. I'm going to be talking to you guys about it, what caused it, and what I think about Lucy's attitude, and also Dora and Prince's reactions. Who is right, who is wrong? Was it justified that Dora had to lash out like that at Lucy? I'm going to be talking about all of that on this video, so please watch till the end of this video. But before I continue guys, just a quick reminder to please hit the red subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe to this family, and if you always want to receive alerts of my videos, I upload videos multiple times daily, and this is where you get the most detailed analysis and reviews, as well as updates of the current ongoing, okay, that's tautology now, current ongoing of the ongoing Big Brother Naija season 5 lockdown show. Okay, the show is getting intense guys, so you don't want to miss out on anything. And another major reminder guys, it seems like a lot of you have forgotten that I sell my vintage scarves, probably because I haven't mentioned it in a couple of my videos. Guys, let me show you people something. You people need to sit up. Like, I sell vintage scarves guys, and what better way to style your hair, you know, other than using my scarves? Don't come and ask me for this one. This one is sold out, because you people, it's the one that come and show you on this on these videos that you come and be telling me, Glory, I want that one. Some of you even go as far as saying you want the one on my head. Like guys, look at this, pure vintage, you know. So if you want to have something fashionable and timeless, like what I am having right now, like this one on my head is so beautiful, the texture is simply amazing, please hit me up. Okay, send me an email, it's quite affordable. Okay, please hit me up, send me an email, and let's talk business guys. You don't want to miss out on my scarf. That said guys, let's get into the video. I'll be looking forward to you guys sending me a DM on Instagram, and also sending me an email to inquire about my scarves. Let's get into the video. V and Erica broke another rule. Yes, now the rule that Erica broke was Biggie had warned them during their nomination process on Monday evening not to disclose the housemate or who their nominations are to any other housemate, otherwise they will be punished. But that same Monday night guys, I forgot to mention to you guys in yesterday morning's video, Erica told who she nominated to Kidwire. And guys, I was wondering, like, this girl, okay, I feel like it's high time that Biggie, you know, hammered down on her seriously, because how can you break 3 rules all in one night? The first one was giving Kidwire a drink from the head of house lounge after being warned that Kidwire was banned. The second one was using direct approach to campaign for votes before Biggie sent that miserable warning letter. And then the third one is disclosing the people that she nominated to Kidwire. So guys, I feel like she's just deliberately doing all of these things that she's doing, feeling that, oh, nothing can happen, Biggie cannot do anything to me. That is one. Now, the rule that V broke is also the same rule of not using the word vote. So she used the word vote while she was having a conversation with Lekon and Nengi, and they had to caution her. Now guys, check out the clip.
Be like a miracle.
When Kidwire's there, what do you... A strong miracle.
Yeah.
Because Kidwire's case is different. He has money. So even if they vote him every single week, even if they, yeah.
That's not, no discussion again there. We move.
As I said, guys, these people, they need to be punished. In fact, the people that Biggie needs to punish on Sunday, there's Erica number one. That one, if Biggie gives Erica another final, maybe, okay, last Sunday he gave Erica a final strong warning. If Biggie gives Erica another final strong warning, then the show is a joke. V, Laycon, Nengi, Kidwaya, Erica, they need to be punished, yes, for directly and indirectly campaigning for votes from their fans and their teams. I hope that Big Brother is going to work on this on Sunday. So on Monday evening, Biggie gave the housemates the theme of their wager task for the week, and it's all about mimicking the mannerisms of their ex-housemates, okay, of their ex-housemates. So the task is for the housemates to put up a comedy showcase, you know, mimicking how each of their fellow housemates behaves on a normal day, focusing mainly on the highlights of their stay in the lockdown mansion whilst they were in the house. And guys, remember when Praise was around, he was the mimic master, yeah, because he was the one that was able to mimic literally all the housemates in the house, and the rest of the housemates usually found him funny. I found him funny. Like, whenever I watch Praise mimicking the rest of the housemates, I always have a good laugh because he's so good at it, you know. So I guess that is where Biggie got this idea from, you know. And now, guys, for the housemates to do this is where they are having a lot of problems. And I'm wondering, like, okay, I don't understand, should there be any problem whatsoever? Yeah. Now, as usual, Lucy was giving suggestions and nobody was taking it. Chukwu keeps on clamping down on her suggestions. And guys, I must confess, this is not the first time that Lucy will be giving a suggestion, you know, on a task and being clamped down upon. So I could totally understand how she felt. But then once again, guys, I've mentioned on this channel that Lucy has issues with clear communication. Yes, whenever she's communicating with the rest of the housemates, there's always that noise, and the noise is her attitude. The noise is a manner of approach. She wants to communicate something, but then there's always something that is standing as a barrier between the message she's trying to pass, you know, and the rest of the housemates. So in between Lucy and the housemates, here is the message. Here is a manner of approach that is blocking the message from being delivered to the rest of the housemates, and it's always been a major problem for Lucy, although she is not clearly seeing that this is actually a problem, a manner of approach, yeah, and the way she takes rejection, you know, she is not seeing that, you know, and that was where Dora flipped.
For any reason, it's not personal, so you need to learn how to separate them. Then you went to sleep knowing that we're doing something here. Everybody feels the need to be slow. I feel like it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I feel like it doesn't make any sense. If we're going to do something together, we should do it together. Your feelings aside, if you bring up a suggestion and they say no, no is no.
Now, Dora and Prince were very upset at Lucy and even the rest of the housemates, and it was sort of justified because if you check the house properly, you will see that Prince especially has always stood by Lucy from day zero. Prince has never gossiped about Lucy. Prince is the only housemate in that house that has got Lucy's back. Even when Lucy is being extremely difficult, even when Lucy is being unreasonable, because a lot of times Lucy can be very unreasonable. Sometimes you don't even know if it's all a strategy to cause drama, create content in the house, or if that is who she really is, yeah. But Prince has always had Lucy's back from day zero, right from day week 2 when Lucy won the head of house, yeah, and they lost their wager and Lucy was upset and crying and lashing out and even, you know, shading Prince in the process, yeah, because according to her, they would not have lost their wager if they had listened to her. So guys, it's always been a case of, because of who Lucy is, because of her manner of approach, even when she's giving the housemates the right suggestions, they do not pay attention to her because they feel like, no, they don't want to listen to her. She's shouting too much, she's talking too much, yeah. So I've also mentioned in my videos that in that house there's a lot of favoritism. There are people that would give suggestions and everybody would take it hook, line and sinker. But when Lucy gives her own suggestion, they always want to clamp down on it. I don't know, maybe they feel like she doesn't know what she's talking about. And the funny thing is, it is this same Lucy that actually rescued the housemates in, I think, week 4. Yeah, when Biggie kept on giving them a lot of tasks that has to do with game of charades. And Lucy is the expert in the house that understands the game of charades. She knows how to play it to perfection. So she decided to assist the rest of the housemates to tag along and understand the game by creating different types of games and activities to do as regards game of charades. And that was how the housemates started learning and picking up on how to play the game. So Lucy is not completely useless in quotes in that house. Lucy is not completely she's not completely should I say empty of ideas, because she's very good with ideas. If you watch some of the things that she does, you know, she actually has a lot of ideas. But as I said, her manner of approach always comes as a barrier between the message that she's trying to pass and the rest of the housemates receiving that message with goodwill. Now, just as Prince, Dorathy is one of Lucy's, or should I say Lucy's closest friend, not one of, because there's Prince and then there's Dorathy and then there's nobody else, yeah? So Dorathy is Lucy's second closest friend or best friend in that house. Katrina was Lucy's best friend, but then Katrina is no longer in the house. So Dorathy is another person that looks out for Lucy. Dorathy is another person that is very gifted in understanding people, understanding where they are coming from, understanding what they are saying without really judging them, you know, based on their manner of approach, which is actually a huge deal. It's not something that everybody knows how to do. Some people just take you for who you are, hook, line and sinker. But Dorathy does not really take Lucy, you know, on the surface level. When Lucy is communicating with Dorathy, she pays attention and takes the good of the message without allowing herself to get offended. Yeah, and Dorathy has said it several times in the house that, listen, every time Lucy talks, she's raising her voice, yes, but that is who she is, that is how she talks. People are different, yeah. So the fact that Lucy is raising her voice when she's talking to you does not mean that she's actually yelling at you, you know. So Dorathy has explained that a couple of times. But then it was quite interesting to see Dorathy lashing out at Lucy yesterday. And the reason Dorathy was lashing out at Lucy yesterday is because she was fed up. Like, babe had gotten it up to here. Now, for every damn time Lucy lashes out unnecessarily, yeah, and does things unreasonably, Dorathy is always that one person that will go and talk to Lucy and calm her down, and then she'll go and meet the people in the house that Lucy has had that confrontation with and explain to them Lucy's own point of view and the reason why Lucy did what she did. And at the end of the day, she's always very successful in helping Lucy to mend broken bridges. But yesterday in particular, Dorathy was not having it. She was very upset, and as she said in that clip, that listen, it's not personal, it's not about you. That the previous time they had a wager on that table, she brought over 1 million different ideas, and Tricky T kept on you know, cancelling the ideas and was not even taking the ideas at all, you know. So she was like, Lucy, you need to grow mature. Like, it doesn't show maturity. Like, we're having a wager task and you are getting upset and you went to go and sleep. And guys, this is not the first time that Lucy is doing it. There was a time she did it when they were having their Guinness challenge and they were actually taking pictures. And because Lucy was trying to talk to Erica, of course Erica was rude to her and said something nasty to her. She got offended and she left the photo booth. Like, she didn't take the pictures anymore. It's understandable, yeah. What Erica said to her on that day, she didn't like it and it came off as rude, but it's a teamwork, so she should have stayed there, finished the work, and then, you know, trash it out later with Erica. Although they trashed it out later, but I feel like Lucy is very unreasonable with her first course of action. When she's angry, that thing that she wants to do at that time, she does it, and then that is it. She doesn't even think about the repercussions anymore. And then Prince was also very upset, yeah, because according to the point that Dorathy made, that when Ozo was head of house, in fact on the 2 occasions that Ozo has been head of house, when he tells the housemate to do anything, they immediately do it. But now that Erica is head of house, you know, the housemates, they are dragging feet to take instructions from Erica. Now guys, the difference between Ozo and Erica is quite glaring. Yeah, I understand Prince's point of view, but then it also comes from who the person is. Remember, the last time Ozo was head of house, yeah, because of the kind of personality that Ozo has, and because Ozo exudes so much maturity and authority, Ozo basically carries everybody along in whatever he wants to do. Now, when Erica was head of house, she did not do well, and I said it on my channel. She was rude, she was power drunk. Yes, she and Kidwire, they did not really like carry everybody along. They were basically not really interested in leadership. They were interested in whatever business they had to do in the HOH lounge. So they really flopped. Erica's leadership reign was actually a very terrible one. Yes, established. Now, coming back to this new week that Erica is now head of house, I feel like the housemates are looking at her with that same mindset that, you know, they experienced from her before, that okay, this person's reign was not successful last time, we lost our wager because of this person. So this time around, they're also feeling very reluctant to give her that maximum support, because they are actually wary and guarding themselves. They do not want her to insult them, they don't want her to be rude to them, that kind of thing, you know. So a lot of all these personality clashes are really playing out this week, and it played out greatly yesterday. So that was why Prince was upset, and then that was why he made this statement.
One of the reasons why I don't like getting pissed off is because I will hit you. Man, and if I hit you, both of us will go away. I don't fucking give a damn.
I don't understand how we are all being very petty about this stuff.
Yeah. And then V on the other hand, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, V is one of the smarties in the house that whenever they have a task, she always has great ideas on how to help them push their game and win their wager, that kind of thing, you know. But when it comes to yesterday's one, I feel like V overreacted. Number one, remember, she's still very upset that Erica actually nominated her. V overreacted. They were giving her roles to do, and she was like, no, that kind of thing. And for me, I just felt like, okay, it's because there's bad blood between V and Erica, you know. If it was Ozo, then V would not possibly have reacted the way she reacted, because on a normal day we know that V can be saucy sometimes, but she doesn't do it unnecessarily. Yeah, so that one, we just know that it's because of Erica. So guys, these housemates, it seems like they don't understand that once again they're actually fighting for their wager. And Lekon had a conversation. Lekon and Nengi, they had a conversation with V, you know, telling her that, listen, you're a cool person, but don't be unruly. You know, they had a conversation with her yesterday, advising her, you know, not to get too much in her feelings. Yeah, that's it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I will see you guys in another video shortly. Have an amazing morning. Bye.